the water with these in a few minutes. Hello, my wonderful YouTube friends. We are a couple of days away from Christmas. Regardless of what you celebrate or how you celebrate, I hope that you're having a safe holiday season and making the best of things for Christmas 2020. Now, I'm sure a lot of people were thinking I was insane with the shark dive video and being that close to them. As much of an adrenaline rush as that was, this is even crazier. In Victoria Falls, I went cage diving with the second largest crocodile on Earth, the Nile crocodile. So check out this footage, guys, from underwater with the Nile crocs. Sure, crocodiles. Coming down to the first level. Coming down to the first level. Let's start.
Wow.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
So the funny thing about that experience, it was very different from the shark experience. The sharks that was in the ocean, so the water was pretty rough, so the cage got kind of sloshed around a bit. We did not have any kind of breathing apparatus. Basically, you held your breath and stuck your head underwater when the sharks were coming by. With this, we actually had a tube leading up to the with air, so not quite scuba diving, but we had air and a mask. You may have noticed some red bars on the inside of the cage. So the instructions were very specific. You need to hold on to those bars, not do your instinctive grab of the bars on the outside, because as you saw, the crocodiles not only could possibly bite you on the hands as their fingers when they're sticking out, but they were able to get their mouth through the front of the cage. So at first it was very, very intense, but once I kind of got sorted and got, my placing and my balance, you have a weight belt on and, kind of got my buoyancy set, it was actually really relaxing. I know most people will say that is not the word they would think to describe it, but honestly, it was so amazing to be so close to those animals. It was an almost 40-minute dive under the water, and they are wild. They would definitely eat you, but I got to feed one some fish. When they're on top of the cage, they'll put their hand through and you can touch their hand, you can touch them, all done very safely. Funny little side story to that, though, they brought us up a couple minutes early because we didn't know since we were underwater, but the sky had absolutely opened up. It was a torrential downpour, and so they brought us up and said, sorry, we had to cut that a little bit short, but sometimes when it rains like this, the power can go out. And then I went to pay, and the credit card machine was down because the power had gone out. So a few minutes longer, I could have been trapped in that cage underwater with the crocodiles. Now, there were multiple ponds that they had and fences and stuff, so I'm sure they have safety where if something like that happens, they're able to get the crocodiles to move into those other places, secure them, and then you can climb out of the cage and swim to safety. But I am definitely very glad that I did not have to have that experience, and that we came up before that. But if you want to hear more about that or read more about that crocodile experience and what it was like, see more photos from it from above and things like that, you're going to want to subscribe to our Patreon. The link is below, so please check that out, guys. We've got a ton of cool content, and all of our content for December is from Africa. The trip of a lifetime. It was for my birthday in 2018, and absolutely magical, and I'm really loving both reliving it and with all the editing and going through photos and stuff and choosing stuff to put together for Patreon and for YouTube, and just the experience. It's something I cannot recommend highly enough. It's not cheap to do, but it was on my bucket list for a huge chunk of my life, and so you're seeing some of the highlights of what that experience was. So check out all our social media, folks. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, so you can like those, follow us on all of it. That all is a great way to support us. We are doing virtual visits, so you can book us for individual meet and greet or stuff like that. And as well, we're on Outschool. So all that information is below. Check that out. While you're checking that out, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that little bell to let you know. And guys, if you love this video, if you have someone who's fascinated with crocodiles, share this video. That's the biggest thing you can do. Help us get some views. Help us grow our channel. Have an amazing Christmas if that's what you celebrate. If you don't, have an amazing holiday season, and we'll see you next week.